Will be on in a second. Okay, it is December 5th, and this is our December Team Elevate Zoom. If you guys want to mute for a second, that'd be cool. Or I can mute you too. Okay, cool. All right, so first off, I'm going to start off with Success Club points. Success Club 10, Tierney Jeffers had 11. Woohoo! Jocelyn 8, Emily Brown 6. Way to go, Emily. Whitney 6, great job, Whitney. Amy 5, Tara Jane 5, good job, girls. Hi, Cassie. Hi, girls. Cassie 4, Lindsay Martinez 4, Katie Rich 2, Jamie 2, Miranda Heath 2, Monica did get 2, Bridget Solopek 1. So good job, team. That was a great month, and good job, new girl. Just one, well, Miranda's new too. Great job, guys. This is a hard time of year, so way to pull through. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
You guys just all popped on at the same time. Hi, guys. Hi, Kasaya. I just read Success Club points, so we'll clap. Okay, so we'll get this thing going. So I'm going to start off talking, and then I'll pass it back over to Tierney. So we're going to just talk about a couple things that we feel we all, and when I say all, I mean all of us, have been lacking or slacking on. And we kind of think it's time to get back to the roots, back to the basics. We can get so caught up in everything, and we start forgetting the basic things of being a coach and why we're a coach. And I know it's hard. Everyone is so busy. We all are. But if we've chosen to be a coach, then we need to be one. And we need to take that as a responsibility, and a big responsibility. So the first thing I want to talk about is selling challenge packs, or just selling. And when I say selling, I just mean selling. I know what we do is sharing. We are not salespeople, but I am talking about actually asking someone to buy something. Okay, so when I say that, I know we share. We're not salespeople. We're sharing what we do. We're giving the gift of fitness, especially this holiday season. But there comes a time when people need to buy something. And I don't know about you guys, but some of my goals is to make more money, to be financially free. And how do we do that? By selling products and challenge packs. So I know that's a very scary thing for people, but it doesn't have to be. And if you take away the fear of it and just go into each conversation not thinking about the end result, not thinking, oh my gosh, this could be a Success Club point. I've got to get a Success Club point. You've got to take that out of your head, not expect anything. Just go in offering somebody an amazing product. And we have an amazing products. And if you don't believe we have amazing products yet, I think maybe you should take not a break, but take a second and do a program, start to finish, and believe in what we do. Do core to force all the way through. Don't go a day without missing your Shakeology just for proof of the product. We need to be, but if you can't tell somebody, just like I would tell somebody, you need this lipstick, it's the best color in the world. I say that all day to people. We should be able to say that about our products because they're amazing. And if you don't know it yet, you might need to do a full out program. Could be a great thing for you to do. So a little story. As I first started coaching, I was so scared to actually have people purchase something. I was scared, and it's 140, but nervous, and people can smell that from a mile away. If I can hear in your voice that it's expensive, why would I buy it? And so what I would do for our 21-day challenge is, as I was starting to work my business, people would say, oh no, I can't afford that. So I would say, okay, maybe next month. They would say, I can't afford that, maybe next month. So I would say, okay, well, I'll let you in this 21-day, and then next month you can get Shakeology. I have a girl, I've been a coach for 2.5 years. She's still telling me that. Okay, she's never bought anything. And most people that do that will never buy anything because you've given them a 21-day for free. That's why we do 5 days. That's why we do even free 10 days. Hi, Bridget. That is why we do give quality. We share recipes on our page. We give tips. That's all free stuff. When it comes time to a 21-day or a 30-day or a 60-day, they need to be purchasing something. And I say that in the kindest way possible. I hope you guys get that, right? We can't give everything away for free, or that's all you'll be doing, and you'll be a hobby coach, never making any money. And the girls that I've let, even recently, I let a girl, I went so deep with her. I knew her inner fears and struggles, and she's a single mom. We bonded, and she was so pumped. She said she couldn't afford it, but I promise I can next month. I hadn't let anybody do that for a long time, and it was like, okay. And she was in our challenge group as she was posting Plexus and saying she was getting results from Plexus, as she was in my challenge group using the recipes, the tips. She had told me she wasn't working out. She was working out again. So that's kind of, people take advantage of that. And that's what's hard. There's a fine line between giving and then getting taken advantage of. So my tips to be able to ask someone to purchase something is to take the fear out of it. Just like you would say, hey, these jeans are great. I loved when Vito said that. Hey, these jeans are the best jeans in the world. They'll make your waist look small and your booty look big. Who wouldn't want to buy those? We sell all day. We have to be confident in the product we have. If you're not excited about it, they're not going to be excited about it. If you're assuming they can't afford it and trying to convince them to buy something, they're going to think, oh, I can afford this. There's so many times, and people can't afford it. And I get that. I never want you to push something on somebody. There's times straight up, I can't afford that. I can't do that. That's cool. But don't assume somebody can't afford it by trying to convince them. And you'll also get this and this and it's 140. I'm like, when I say it to somebody, I say, you get this, this, and this, and it's only 140! And I'll have people that will say, awesome, what do I do? And I say, all I need is your email and what flavor of shakes you want. Sometimes it's that easy. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they get straight up no's, but you've got to take that assuming that someone can't afford it. You don't know what someone's finances are. You don't know what they can afford or how bad they're struggling. But you've got to get excited about it. Don't try and convince them. Don't be desperate. Don't be desperate to hit Success Club. It'll happen. Let me see. What else? Oh, I loved this quote that I heard. Selling is essentially the transference of feelings. Isn't that great? That takes a little edge off of it, doesn't it? So I hope that kind of helps. Those are kind of my little tips on selling. If you're doing a longer challenge and you want somebody to get results, we know what it is. It's Shakeology and a fitness program. Or either or, but we know the match. It's a match made in heaven with those two. So I wanted to say this too. Okay, so it is your responsibility to make the client like you. your friend like you. If they like you, they will listen. If they will listen, they will believe. If they believe, they will buy. Okay? You're just making friends. And then when you get to the point of when they say they're struggling, you say, you know what? I have something that could really, really help you. Could I tell you a little bit about it? That's it. Take the fear out of it. Don't assume anything. And so once you get somebody to buy a challenge pack or in your challenge group, you get them in your challenge group. And you guys, like, challenge groups is what we do as a coach. Like, every month I talk to Tierney, okay, what are we doing this month? This challenge group. We plan it out. Your challenge groups need to be great. And by great, I don't mean like something spectacular. It means getting in the group, posting when you're supposed to post, commenting on everybody, not just your people, everybody. Having your other coaches being able to rely on you. There's just a responsibility in it. Anybody can buy a program. Anybody can go to Walmart and buy a fitness program off the thing. The difference is coaching and accountability and our groups. So you've got to be adding quality, adding recipes, everything. Like, the challenge group is what it is. That's where you can get amazing transformations and share with another person. That's where you find your coaches. If we've got to, I think we really have to get back to the roots of our challenge groups. Your other coaches have got to be able to rely on you when it's your day to post. Not everybody should be saying, whose day is it to post at 10 a.m. You guys, like, if you have a busy day the next day, you've got to get that post up the night before. And it's a big deal. We've got to be reliable and responsible in our groups. Your challengers need to know you're right there with them. You need to be, once again, proof of the product. It's one of our vital behaviors. But we've got to walk the walk and talk the talk, or vice versa. Your fellow coaches need you. Your challenge groups matter. When they get their box, you need to give them a reason to open their box. How many people say, oh, I've had Pile for 10 years. Can I just join your challenge group? Like, okay, we'll get them to open their box, get them excited, get pumped, do a meal plan, a meal prep video, go live, have a question and answer session, get creative, get with your fellow coaches in your group, and make these challenge groups awesome. Awesome. After you get that person to buy something from you, you better give them quality. And your fellow coaches should be able to feel that too. Like, it needs to, I think we all need to step up. And I'm sorry, us higher coaches, if we haven't taught you that a little better, that's our bad. But I hope we're in a good example when you're in a group with us. That's pretty much it on that. That's all my notes. Okay, do you guys have anything to say about that? I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not talking about any one of you, or maybe I'm talking about all of you. Maybe I'm talking to myself. We've got to step it up and be responsible and reliable in our groups and with our fellow coaches. Challenge groups is our main thing, you guys. People can get Herbalife if they want crap, but they can. So I think I will pass it on to Tierney.
That was really good. And can you guys hear me? That was really good. And like Erica's chatting, I need some tough love. And we were kind of chatting the other day. And sometimes you're going to have to take everything Joss just said and say it directly to your downline coach and be okay with kind of stepping into that zone, because it is on you to teach your newer coaches how to how to coach and how to be in challenge groups. And it's definitely a learning curve and a learning process, but we don't ever want to act like we are one thing and then don't show up the same way. So this is huge. I mean, like Josh said, like challenge groups are the bread and butter. This is where we get results, where we make massive connections, where we build coaches, where we can actually get transformations and show the world. And people are going to talk about things that they don't enjoy. They don't usually talk about things when they love, love, love it as much as they would if they hated it or they didn't get anything out of it. So just one more little tidbit to add on to that. It is the most important piece of your business besides you doing all your vital behaviors. So thanks, Josh. That was really good and really helpful. So I'm going to talk a little bit about posting and your personal page and or your fitness page, whatever you're using. If you're using a like page or a personal page, this applies. When you're crafting a post, it's super important to first think about how many coaches are in the world and maybe in the same circle of your friends, and how many other people outside of Beachbody are trying to capture people's attention, and why you might be someone that they would stop to look at and read. Your picture needs to be the first thing you think about. If it's not eye-grabbing, if it's not fun to look at, if it doesn't have any pull, you know when you're scrolling the newsfeed on your phone, it's like boring, 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 boring. I wouldn't read literally probably 80% of the stuff I see on Facebook. So remember that when you're crafting a post. Yes, we want to get 2 to 5 posts in a day. Most of us are getting 2 to 3 posts in a day, but don't just post something to just post. And I have been so guilty of that before, like multiple times. Just, oh, I'm just gonna throw something out there. And it's like, no, what you're posting needs to be, first of all, you, and it needs to be a sneak peek into your life, and it needs to be something that you want to show your avatar, like who you are, and you want them to want to hang out with you. So if you're just throwing crap out there to get a post out, then kind of take a step back and look at your page. This is going to be your homework, is to look at your page and go through it and just scroll through the first 5 posts and say, am I, like literally just, am I interesting? Would someone give me the time of day after scrolling 5 posts? Because if your first 5 posts on your page are not anything to look at, that's all you get. If someone's like, oh, hey, I just heard about this Amy girl, I'm going to go look at her page, and it's 5 boring posts, she's done. She's going to go hang out with some other coach, right? If she needs help in some sort of way, she's looking for anything in the realm of what Amy's giving, she can find someone else, right? So I want to give you a couple of tips with your posts, because I've been guilty, and I think a lot of us have been guilty lately, of just, we're just not adding enough value. So number 1, make sure your post is eye-catching. That is not just the picture, but that first line of your text. If someone's like, oh, I like that picture, I'm going to proceed to read. What's the first line? If it's something so boring that you've already said 30 times in a row, like, just did my 21-day fix workout again, happy Monday, or something like that, maybe just take another step forward, like take another step, teach something in that post. You can share your workouts and share your sweaty selfies and that type of thing, but just teach something on top of that. So number 1 is make sure it's eye-catching, picture and post-wise. Number 2 is make sure it's valuable. Always look at your posts and ask yourself, am I giving a valuable tip? Am I solving a problem? Am I teaching them something? Those are 3 really solid things to make sure that you always kind of have circulating. And then we'll go a little bit further into, is this a part of my story that I should be sharing to my avatar? Is this a piece of my coaching life that would appeal to my avatar? So if you don't know Avatar yet, which I think almost all of us do, maybe there's a couple of us who don't, literally your avatar is just your main person that you're talking to. So you want to think about one person. And we always say we want to help everybody, and that's just your heart and soul. You're a good person. But the reality is you can't help everybody. You're going to help your own personal avatar. So give her a name. Think about what she does, who she is, from all the way from where she grew up to what are her morals, what does she look like, what does she like to do besides fitness, or maybe she doesn't like fitness. Maybe you were a person that hated fitness and now you're just starting to love it. Maybe she hated fitness. What your avatar is you a couple years ago, before you figured out some of these awesome things that you figured out through coaching, like personal growth and how to take care of yourself and how to have a great day every day because you're doing personal development, how to be the healthiest you've ever been, how to get over an eating disorder. Whatever your problems are 3, 4, 5 years ago, that's your avatar. So you talk to her and you solve all of her problems. So think about that. Am I solving a problem? Am I helping in some way? Is this valuable? Number 3, don't be straight fitness. So, and this is kind of one of those gray areas. Like, just for example, I think someone who is a fitness professional can be a little bit more fitness because that's probably going to be a lot of her avatar. But if you're not a fitness professional, or you're not number one in love with fitness, you're just now getting into that zone, you're growing into it, don't forget that you're someone else. Like, share the things you love, share the things your avatar loves. Don't just be, I did my workout, I did my shake, here's my food, and that's all you share. You have to share who you truly are, the person that you are outside of fitness. So that means family stuff, and your other things you love. Pick your 5 most important roles in your life and share on those. So to keep it super simple, that's fitness, family, for some people it's faith, for some people it's kids, some people it's dogs. So what are the most important 5 things in your life? If you get stuck, share on something like that. Let's see. Okay, so number 4 is make this a sneak peek into your life. Like I already said, don't forget to post on what coaching has done for you. So again, keying into what that avatar would need from coaching. Not everybody's going to be a coach who you work with. Not every challenger is going to turn into a coach. Not every follower is going to turn into a coach. But that's who you're talking to, because you want to build your team. You want to find other people like you to give this to, because this is a gift. She might not need it for the exact same reasons as you, but because she's your avatar, there might be a lot of pieces that you could give her to help her get where she is, from where she is now to where she really wants to be. And that's in everything, in a career she loves, and in her fitness, in her family life. Let's see. So sharing pieces of your story and getting a little bit more brave with the deep pieces, things that were real problems in your life. And we know that's hard. So this is a baby step thing. So, but if you have something that could really help someone, those are the things to share. And share before and afters. If you don't have a ton of your own, start right now to get your own and share other people's, because we have a ton of great ones on our team. Just ask someone on this team if you can share theirs. This is something that you should get into the habit of sharing often, because people love to see what are you really doing for people or for yourself. And going back to what Josh said, if you have not done a program front to back, you need to do one front to back, and you need to document it and document your before and afters. So think of your personal page as like a magazine of your life. Like I said before, it should be fun. You guys are fun. If you don't go to your page and go, dang, this is a fun page to look at. Like, do you guys ever go to your page and just like see what the last few posts are? If you haven't, please do it, and just like evaluate yourself and just say, is this fun to look at? Have I shared anything of value? Like I said, you have 5 posts before they bounce. They're out of there. They'll give you that, maybe 3. And your page should be you. You're not trying to just be like this beach body, like matchy to every other top coach you've seen. Be yourself, number one, and relate to your avatar, and make sure you're sharing things that are useful to that avatar. Something that I've seen on some people's pages is just sharing a bunch of other people's stuff. Once in a while, if there's something like so awesome and you want to share it, it's super valuable to you, then it's probably valuable to other people, share it. But your whole page should not be shares of other people's stuff. It should be original content of yours. So in saying that, all those like kind of funny videos, they can actually be kind of a good thing for building a like page. Chalene Johnson talks about sharing a funny video every single day for 2 weeks straight to build your like page. But the in between there is a bunch of posts from you. So it shouldn't be just like share. Because that's not fun to look at, number one. And it just doesn't look like you're running a business either. Profile picture. You should be happy, smiling. They should be able to see your face in some type of way. Or at least if they can't completely see your face on your profile picture, and maybe it's a fitness picture of some sort, your cover photo should have your face on it. They need to know who they're talking to right off the bat. And I don't know about you guys, but I hover on people's names all the time so I can just see what their cover photo looks like if I would even want to talk to them. So profile picture, cover photo does matter. And be sure that your description does not say Beachbody Coach. Yes, you are one, but you are you and you are your own brand. Put something fun as your description. Describe who you are and who you're talking to. And so I would like to share someone's page who is awesome. She is not on our direct team. She is she's on Team Rockstar Fit, so she's on the same team as us, but she's not in our team. I just want to share her page because she's just really good with, first of all, pictures, and with she's really talking to her avatar. So let me just get into this so I can share her real quick. Her name is Rachel Doyle. She used to be my success partner a while back. Let me see if I can share this here. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay, cool. So first of all, let's just check out her profile picture. Super cute. She looks happy. She looks nice. Cover photo. She's sharing everything about herself in pictures here. Happy, cute little family, loves to run, showing you her face, little babe, super cute. Look at her description though, is healthy wife and mommy looking to inspire others to live life to its full potential through fitness. You don't have to do anything exactly like that. Mine says like, I would have to read it to know exactly what it says, but mine says like balance, joy, full body mind and body or something, fitness, something like that. So you don't have to do like a sentence. You could piece together things that you think you are, but just don't say Beachbody Coach, because honestly, I think that's a turnoff. People see that and they go, whoa, this girl's gonna try to sell me something immediately. I know it. So they run the other way. So if you do have that, don't feel bad. I used to have it. Just take it off and do something cool like that. If you have a fitness page, make sure you're linking it here. She linked her fitness page here so you can get to it easily. But anyways, look, her first post, you already know that, well, I'm freezing. Oh, there we go. You already know that she's doing something with fitness. She's talking about, she's about to have a second baby. She's obviously talking straight to her avatar, which is a fit pregnancy girl. She hashtags it. This is an interesting post. We don't have to read it all the way through, but you can go back and kind of dig through her page. I just kind of want to show you what her first 5 posts look like. Super cute picture. I would definitely want to read that, and I'm not pregnant. So I'm still kind of like in her avatar. You talk to your one avatar, by the way, that one person, the girl you named, and then a slew of other people, because this one person is different pieces of you, are going to be attracted to you. So just because she's a pregnant mom doesn't mean that I'm not attracted to her, right? So don't forget that finding your avatar is not actually limiting you. It's opening up the world for you to talk to more people who are really connected to you. This is just a short post. It's just showing family. Cute. You don't have to always post novels. It can be short. She got 137 likes for the shortest post on earth. So, oh, I'm unstable. Can you still hear me? Okay. So that was another point. I'm glad that just reminded me. Don't always do a novel. And when you are doing a novel, make sure that first line is catchy. Back to this one. First line, after 3 years of exercising consistently, it has just become a part of my routine. It kind of makes you want to read the rest. She's going to tell you something. Next post, something cute about her parents. Again, family stuff, 275 likes. It is not about the likes. I'm just saying, like, these things attract people. She always does something cute on her pictures. Like, it's never just a picture. She makes it very visually pleasing. Next one, super cute, another short post. If you're someone who's really girly and into fashion and things like that, probably your avatar wants to see stuff like this. She's a makeup like guru. Her followers, I'm sure, are very much girly girls. She's fun to look at, is she not? Like, I just want to read everything she has. Short post again. She's giving advice. You can read that in 2 seconds and get something great out of it. And her picture is very visually pleasing again. Now she's shouting out her husband. So this is the first time we even really heard anything. I mean, we heard the first one was 21 Day Fix, but she was just hashtagging it. But this is the first one where she's really saying something about the 3-day refresh. Super cute picture. Let's just look at one more. She does a lot of food posts too, and they're always beautiful pictures. Like, that is so pretty. She doesn't spend a lot of time on this because I've asked her before. She uses Joss, do you remember what that one? I'm forgetting what it's called. Crap. It's such a good app. I don't have it. I need to have it. I use Photify. It's not as good. Crap. I'll think of it and then I'll post it in the team page. But those are really good examples of what, like, a sneak peek into your life should look like. You get enough out of her in a couple posts to know, like, if you would want to follow her. It will come to me too. It's not Canva. It's an app on your phone, and it's I don't know. I'll ask her if I can't remember it. But yeah, this is Muscles and Mascara. Yeah, so really, really, really important to remember that every single post is a chance for you to talk to your avatar. And if you haven't quite figured her out yet, just spend some time on her. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't know exactly who she is yet, especially because if you're a new coach, don't worry. I think it took me, like, honestly, like a year and a half to really know who I was talking to. And I still sometimes am, like, tweaking it because I'm growing. So get the gist of who you're talking to and then just talk directly to her. Cara Jane, I know, she dug pretty deep into her avatar, named her, everything. So I think it helps to really think about where she's coming from, where she might be wanting to go, which is probably the direction you're going. So think about the things that maybe you could have, if you heard it 3 years ago, oh my gosh, how great would have that been for your life? And think struggles and solving a problem. And that was really it on that. Joss, did I miss anything on the page and posting?
I don't think so. I would just say, when you are doing a long post, don't just do one full paragraph of run-on sentences. Break it up, make it pleasing to the eye. Use arrows, use little emojis. You don't always have to go crazy with emojis, but break it up, because if I just see a paragraph this big, I'm scrolling. And I do long posts too, but break it up, like sentence by sentence. little stars, little arrows. Make it pleasing to the eye. You want to think pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, easy to read. And if it is like those long posts, if you're going deep on a post, make sure your first line is something attention grabbing. Because if you're going to share your heart, you want people to read it. If the first sentence isn't anything grabbing, then they're not going to. So and I think it comes with time too. But try to get out of the habit of and I should have picked out some example posts, but try to get out of the habit of just doing, the whole, just the workout, the post-workout post with a little caption that doesn't do anything for anyone. All they know is that you just worked out. And then it didn't help them at all in any way. And I'm not saying that to be so rude, and I've done those posts before, but as soon as you can get out of that zone, take it to the next level, you'll continue to grow in that. And I know it seems silly that we're putting so much like focus on posting, but that's what people see from you. And again, if you're only going to post once, twice, 3 times a week, people, they forget. They're like, where'd she go? And then all of a sudden they're following someone else, and then you don't show up on their feed as much, because Facebook works as an affinity, as we all know. And if you're not getting, constantly putting stuff out there, and you're not having engagement on your posts, Facebook doesn't like you, which sucks. They won't put you out there. They won't let anyone see your stuff. So if you're feeling like your engagement has gone way down, just check out your posts. Give yourself some honest evaluation and just see what you should change. Font Candy, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. But I'll ask her. I'll text her, and then I'll get it to us, because we all should probably be using something. Photofy is like all right. It's an all right app. But you can't do everything you want to in there. Is there any questions in here? Does anyone have questions at all? Or things to add on? You can unmute and just ask, or you could chat if you wanted to, or who's on the phone? Who's 301-501?
Hannah.
Who?
Hannah Giese.
Oh, hi, Hannah.
Hey, sorry, I'm driving, so.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just wanted to know who was there. Hi.
Yes, no, it's me.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're on. Any questions, anyone? Was that really mean?
No, that was not mean. That was absolutely what I needed to hear. Thank you. Well, from both of you.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about it a lot. Like sometimes you just kind of have to say things outright. And it's not very easy, because we're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to help everyone's business. And we need help with our business too still. So Cara Jane says we're rude. Cara Jane, why are you saying we're rude?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Cara Jane said, "Oh, somebody's quitting."
Uh-oh, Amy's
I was
quitting.
going to tell you guys, if you're kind of in a group where it's like a long-term group that it's been kind of like no one, like, I don't know what the word is. No one's doing anything. We just started this declutter group, which most of our long-term people are in, and it is like going crazy good. Like people are so into this whole decluttering thing, and it's been amazing. So that is just an idea if you don't know what to do for a group. It's been so cool. I was gonna sorry save all the pictures from my group of just it's only been like, today's the first day. People started last week, even in our prep week. But this first week, I was going to put a collage of all like the clothes that people are donating and everything together. because it's been unreal, like how much people are giving and donating, and it's been amazing. So if you guys need an idea for something, I don't know how this even came up, but it's been so cool.
That sounds awesome.
I think it's fantastic. I was like, I want to join.
Yeah, I put Whitney in yesterday, and I'll add you too, Hannah, if you want, just to.
Oh, I think I'm at it. I think I found it was so easy for me to find your group.
Cool.
Because I knew the name of it, and then somebody accepted me or approved me or whatever. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because sometimes it's hard to find something different to do with groups, you know?
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's awesome, Erica.
Thanks. And a lot of it is like, this one girl in there is like super into decluttering and how, it's really like a mental block too when you have all this clutter around you, you know? So anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. Has nothing to do with selling or assumptions.
That's cool though.
Posts. Yeah.
That's really cool. And you're right that sometimes it does, like, you sometimes feel like, okay, what do we do next in our group? And so that's great. You've got to be creative sometimes, all the time. You always have to be creative. In mine and Jocelyn's and Kara Jane's group, we continuously try to throw new stuff at these girls because they fall off the face of the earth, you know. We've had them in a group for a long time, more than a year and a half now. So finding new things and new challenges and throwing 21-day challenges in there and prizes and things to keep them going is huge. So that's really cool. I like that idea.
I would like to add too that Erica's had to have some hard conversation with her like fellow coaches. You know, sometimes you have to, like, we should be able to talk to each other, and I mean, yes, be kind, but we're here to help each other, guys. And where you're slacking, someone else in their also busy day has to pick up the slack. So it's hard to have these conversations, but Erica's had to do a couple lately, and it's helped not only the whole group, but her feeling so heavy on her shoulders, she feels free. So it's okay to do that too sometimes.
Sorry, I was just answering that. I mean, I would say two to three at the minimum, Emily. I think I've always done 2 to 3, hardly ever more than 3, like in my whole entire time. So like 2.5 years. I don't think I've ever, there've probably been a couple days where I've done 4 or 5, but yeah, I just feel like it was a lot of times when I was trying to push to the 4 to 5 range, that's when I was getting these crap posts. So I was like, I need to get 4, 5, 2 more posts, whatever it was. And then I'd throw out some stupid stuff that I didn't need to share, you know?
Something that really
value.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Something that really helped me was listening to a National Wake Up Call by Angie Belmar. And she had it to like, so we have like our 4 like vitals of like personal development, doing our workout, drinking Shakeology, and inviting to the business. And so I kind of like literally took that on. And so most of my posts that I have are like, I have like a quote that starts out my day. Well, first of all, I post the devotional for the church I'm with because I absolutely love it. And then I do my own posts of my own, like, whatever I've had for the day, posting like some sort of workout, and then posting about food or Shakeology or nutrition or something, and then posting about like why, like what this business has done for you. That really helps me to kind of see like the flow of like things, and it's like in order almost every single day for me, as much as it possibly can be. And so yeah, by Angie Belmore. It's a national wake up call. I can post it on the Team Elevate page again, but it really helps me just kind of conceptualize to see like what we do as coaches, that we're taking it like out of like literally showing our vitals like out there. And so that kind of helps me with posting. So I don't know if that's going to help anyone, but that really helped me because I was really stuck on like, what in the world do I post?
Yeah.
Hey, Hannah, this is Kara Jane. I was just going to say, I think that you probably do one of the best jobs as far as like every day you always post your workout video and you always have a freeze frame in your video, whether it's with Essence or your husband. And that may seem redundant, like as Tierney was talking about, but you're constantly showing that you're committed to the program, like every day. And I think that that's really, I think that's really good because I know that's something that I have not been good about. Like even I did the whole freaking ultimate reset and didn't even, I talked about it in the beginning and then would talk about it like halfway through and then it was over and no one heard about it. And I just am complimenting you on being consistent on that, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Thank you. And even if like the past few days, I've totally fallen off, but in my post like this morning, I was like, I fell off, and this is why I fell off of like, this is why you haven't seen me on social media, and like explaining to people why you haven't been posting because they'll notice. Because I had people reach out to me and be like, Hannah, you haven't been posting. What's going on? Like I literally had people reach out to me and be like, are you okay? Like, wow, like you never realize how much of an impact it has when you're like that. Like if you post like your 3 times a day, like people will start to notice. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a good point. And just kind of going with what Kara Jane said, if anything got confused in what I was saying, I'm not saying don't share your workout every day. Absolutely. Share what you're doing for sure, but add value to it, which Hannah, you do a great job of that. I'm just saying those posts where it's like, it's just a sweaty selfie of you and then you don't, all you say is what you said, I did the 21-day fix, those types of posts, and then added nothing else to it. Those are the ones that have to go. It's just adding more to your posts. Every single day sharing your program is one of the best ideas ever in this business, showing that you're sticking to it, which is exactly that what goes into being a coach in general, is that you show up every single day, you do your workout, and like Hannah's saying, you share what you're doing in your day, but make it interesting and add something to the person who has no idea what the 21-day fix is. That's all I'm saying. So
sorry, I was not at all trying to say opposite of what you were saying. I definitely agree. That was just something I thought about.
Oh no, and I think you're right. Like I think that's a really good point because I don't think I said that. And that's true. Like sharing what you're doing is so freaking key. So key. And I think it's hard to remember to like a 21-day challenge. You're sharing everything in your challenge group, and then you forget that you should be sharing some of these great things publicly too. So things can cross from challenge group to public. I do that a lot. Sometimes it's hard to think about 5 different posts for 2 groups and 3 public posts. So you're sharing great stuff in your group. As long as it has a great picture to catch someone's eye, push it over to your public page too. Does anyone else have anything? Amy, Becky Brossett. Last money was Becky Brossett, and yeah, she was good. All the national wake up calls, you guys, are so good. And if you're not listening to them yet, just start listening to them. Like, get the app on your phone and start listening to them way back. Because every time I listen to one, I get such a good idea, or it reminds me that I'm not doing enough of one thing, or it reminds me that I'm kind of, this is a new idea for this piece because I haven't been doing so good at whatever it is. It's so helpful to hear from these coaches, you guys. So make sure you make that a part of your week somehow. Sneak one in while you're driving. And I just, a lot of times, fast forward through the recognition. Sometimes it's fun to hear it, but it's like 20 minutes or less to listen to these coaches talk, and you get so much out of it. Fit and Funky was really good, and she yes, she does. She literally does her workout every single morning, in video on there. Fit and Funky. I've seen her too. Yeah, the January group is going to be super fun. Everyone knows that starts. Let me look. I'm sorry, I can't remember things unless I look at a calendar. Our week 0 is going to start on the 4th, that Wednesday, and then we're going to start on the 9th officially. And that'll be a 30-day challenge. And you know, it's so hard to say that we're going to do strictly core to force. How about that's what we talk about? But if someone wants to do another challenge pack, let them do what they need to do for their own fitness goals, for sure. And it's going to be fun. We're going to make it, everyone has their own team. So whoever your challengers are, or your personal team, we'll do a big money pot again, which is what we did last year. We each put $10 in, and the pot was huge, and it was so fun. And people were so active. That group was like insane. It was honestly so hard to keep up with. I think a lot of us were in there. I know Bridget was in there, Erica was in there, Kasaya was in there, Whitney was in there, Cara Jane, Joss, Amy was in there. Weren't you, Amy? Yeah, you were in there. So I think we had a good chunk on there, and it was awesome. And Whitney won. Whitney got so many doll hairs for being awesome, and she had a great transformation. So start to pump it up. Start to talk about it now. That's a great thing to continuously talk about in your posts. And is there anything else we wanted to remind anyone of, Joss, or anyone? Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for getting on. And Joss, I think the recording will go to your computer, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Just, I think what the main thing is, Joss, is keep your computer open. Don't like shut it down so that it can fully load. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
So just once
I can stop now.
yeah, stop it now, and then